Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're getting into something that, honestly, it completely changes how you think about emotional injury. We're exploring the somatic path to healing, which is largely based on the work of Peter Levine.
Right.
And we usually think trauma is, defined by the bad thing that happened. But what if it wasn't the event at all? What if it's about what got physically locked inside your body in that moment?
That is the essential shift. It's a total reframe.
Yeah.
Because if you stop focusing only on the story, on the narrative, you can finally access the physiology underneath.
So you're changing the question.
We're changing the question entirely. Instead of asking, what happened to you, which can be re-traumatizing, the real question is, what did your body not get a chance to finish?
I see. So it moves from being a psychological flaw to just a physiological response. So let's get into that main idea, trauma as stuck energy.
Exactly. It's the energy that gets created when your body's natural response to a threat, fight or flight, gets interrupted somehow.
Interrupted how?
Well, look at animals in the wild. After some intense near-death chase, they find a safe spot and they just discharge all that survival energy. You see them shake, tremor. It's a biological completion.
And we humans don't do that. We're told to be strong, tough it out.
Precisely. We override that instinct.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the conflict, right? Our social conditioning tells us to hold it in, but our biology is screaming to let it out.
So we essentially just lock that energy inside.
We do. And that unfinished survival energy, it doesn't just disappear. It gets stored in the nervous system. And that's what later shows up as, chronic anxiety, tension, panic, or even numbness. It's biology interrupted.
This makes me think of the idea that the body has an unspoken voice, that it holds on to these sensations long before we can even make a story out of them.
Oh, absolutely. The body remembers without a narrative. You see it all the time. A perpetually tight chest, shallow breathing, shoulders that are just frozen up by your ears.
Or that unexplained fatigue.
Yes. Or just a complete emotional shutdown. It's why healing can't just be about retelling the story over and over. You have to start by listening to those sensations.
Okay, so we've got the problem. An interrupted survival cycle. How do we fix it? How do we gently get that engine started again without it just overwhelming us?
That's where somatic experiencing comes in.
Yeah.
And the key insight, the most important part, is that healing is not about pushing through pain. It's about slowly, gently, reconnecting with the feeling of safety.
Safety in your own body.
Safety in your own body in the present moment. The work is actually about finding resources, things that make you feel even a tiny bit safer or calmer.
And you just focus on that.
You use that as an anchor. From there, you just gently track your bodily sensations, kind of moving back and forth between what feels okay and what feels a little uncomfortable.
Moving between comfort and discomfort.
It's a gentle movement. This allows the system to release that trapped energy in really small, manageable doses. You're basically teaching the nervous system that it can handle these feelings without getting flooded. It restores a sense of control.
So the whole internal question shifts. It's no longer, why am I so broken?
Right.
It becomes, what does my body need right now to feel just a little bit safer? That's a huge shift in agency.
It's everything. Because trauma makes your world smaller.
Right.
Like you avoid things. But as the nervous system completes its work and you start to feel safe again, curiosity comes back. Pleasure is possible again. Connection doesn't feel so dangerous.
So for you listening, for the learner trying to get this, what's the takeaway?
The core message is this. Your body isn't broken. And your reactions, as chaotic as they might feel, they aren't wrong. Your system is just trying desperately to protect you. The body actually knows how to heal.
You just have to create the right conditions.
The conditions of safety and patience.
So trauma isn't a life sentence. It's more like a signal, a biological process that's just waiting to be completed.
Exactly. And maybe the thought to leave you with is this. Healing isn't something we force with our minds. It's something we allow to happen once the body finally feels safe enough to have it say.